Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. Today we are going to be discussing something that I know will happen eventually, but I hope it won't happen anytime soon. I really don't want it to happen anytime soon. And that, my friend, is the end of games consoles. The end of the video game consoles, of the Xbox franchise, PlayStation, even Nintendo, just all of them gone. And people are probably thinking, well, man, we've always had consoles. And you're right, we have always had consoles. Ever since, really, the start of video games, ever since Pong, we had video game consoles. But video game consoles were invented, really, because there was no other way for people to play video games other than to go to an arcade, because people back then, we're talking 1970s here, we're talking sort of 20 years before I was born, didn't have computers, because computers were the size of houses. Maybe not that large, but computers were massive, and so it just didn't work. So games consoles were a way to play games, and they've stuck around. But even as close back as as far back as the 90s, which, you know, for an industry that's only 40 years old, that's pretty far back. That's half of his life. PCs were becoming a thing, and they're now more or less taking over. And now we're sort of seeing console companies, including some of the quite high up individuals at Microsoft, saying that the current generation of consoles could be the last generation. That the Xbox One could be the last Xbox ever. And I just want to talk about that a little bit. This isn't so much really an opinion piece, sort of a pros and cons. It's more of a what do you think will happen. I actually have a little bit of experience in part of what they're saying, which I can bring to the table now. Now they're saying, a lot of what they're saying is that with computers getting sort of, smaller, like laptops and very powerful, stuff like that, that the console is less and less needed. And they're not wrong. Like, computers are definitely more powerful. You can actually get very small, you can literally get computers now that fit in the palm of your hand. I work at a computer company, we used to sell them. We stopped because they weren't that popular. But I mean, the computer would literally fit in the palm of your hand. And while that wasn't a gaming computer, it certainly couldn't do games. It was a very small motherboard with a very tiny built-on graphics card. It was really good, and it's the sort of thing you could easily hook up to a TV. And with things going in that direction, it would seem that the logical next step would be for the games console to be replaced by the PC. That would be the logical next step. And I'm not going into the consoles versus PC master race rubbish. I'm just going into what people are saying. However, this is where my own experience comes into it. Because I work at a computer company that sells computers. And more, we're seeing the same thing happen. And that is families without computers. I'm not kidding. Families that don't own a computer. And it's not because they're technophobes or technologically illiterate. Okay, sure, we get them. Or we hear about them. We have some in our family. But, that's not the reason. The reason is a lot of these people, sort of parents or, older people, they don't have a need for a PC. Like, they don't actually require what a PC can do. Or what they can make do with a tablet or with their phone. A lot of people now use their phones for emails, they use their phone for YouTube and stuff like that, or they use tablets. They don't actually use a computer. I do, but I'm old-fashioned. A lot of people don't. Which means more and more people are getting rid of computers. A mate of mine, he actually sold a computer and he just makes do with a laptop, which is great, but that's not good for gaming. That's not going to work for gaming. Old games, maybe. Well, I think maybe, yes. Because he does play older games on it. But modern games? No. Won't touch them. And to get a laptop that will do modern games, George, you're looking about £1,000 at least. We're talking like $1,500, $1,600. This is serious serious money. So, you know, to the Microsoft exec who think that computers are the next stage for consoles and that we don't need consoles anymore because we'll have computers to do it, I would say that you're not really thinking this through. You're not. Now, closer integration between consoles and computers, I like. I like having games I can play on the Xbox One and the PC. I like the fact that I can look at my achievements on the PC. You know, I even like the fact that when I get an achievement, it pops up on the computer screen. It actually pops up on the computer screen quicker than it pops up on the Xbox. I like that. I think closer integration is a good thing. Getting our technology to work together is a good thing. But PCs replacing consoles? Nah, not unless computer technology, I'd say, will need to get probably a bit more powerful than it is now, and a lot smaller. Honestly, I can see there being an Xbox One replacement, and a PS4 replacement, and I can see there being a replacement for that replacement as well. I don't think consoles are going anywhere anytime soon. And I'll tell you one thing, even if they were going to consider it, it wouldn't work. Because a large portion of gamers are casual. They're not going to pay the money for a gaming PC. Not unless you can get a gaming PC to go for the same price as a console. A price which, by the way, hasn't gone up that much since the 70s. Hasn't gone up that much. Yeah, physical amount, yes, but in terms of, you know, adjusting for inflation, the prices have actually gone down. You know, I mean, the Xbox was what, 400 and something when it came out? And that was when it was brand new, when it had just come out. Good luck getting a gaming PC for that kind of money. Believe me, I have a gaming PC, and it cost a hell of a lot more than that. Believe me, I had to save up a lot of money for a lot of time to get that, and I have more opportunities than most to do it. So, trust me, that would never work as a strategy. So to the people saying that console gaming is over, I think you're looking a little too far into the future, my friend. I think console gaming is still here to stay, at least for now. But that is just one man's opinion. I can't really offer the other side because, you know, in terms of, you know, PC usage and PC power and stuff like that, it's not really opinion. You know, this is sort of based on what I've seen. It's also based on what can be observed. This is sort of factual. You know, whether or not it will take as long as I said, or whether or not it's a possibility now, or there's ways that I haven't thought of, I don't know. This is still my opinion, even if it is fact-based, and I would like to know what you think. So let me know down below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and click on the boxes down below for more videos. Ciao.